The farm I grew up on was called Triple Oaks Farm. Originally it was purchased in 1837 for $1.25 an acre. Route 72 and Big Timber Road cross right about where our farm is. It's about 640 acres. And of course, as each generation came along, they inherited their share. So the farm became smaller and smaller, so it ended up my dad had 160 acres. That's what I grew up on. I would say we were milking maybe 35 in stanchions. We then had a trucker milk over to Pingree Grove. And there at a siding, they had a place where the Bowman Dairy Company brought in a double semi from Chicago, and we'd give them 8-gallon cans of milk. And our milk supply was probably about 18 to 20 cans every morning.
Somewhere 35 years ago, I started collecting milk bottles because that was the business I was in. Although I never handled glass bottles, that was always paper bottles. But the glass has a history to them, and I started collecting them for that history. At one time, Elgin was the dairy capital of the United States. The first big dairy in Elgin was the Elgin Condensing Company, which shortly after they came to Elgin, changed their name to the Illinois Condensing Company. And that company was owned by Gail Borden. And today, yet in Elgin, the Gail Borden Library is a descendant of his dairy.
We're at Burnage Forest Preserve. This preserve is well over 600 acres, and it comprises woodland and prairie and some wetland. A prairie, as you see behind us, is a very diverse ecosystem. The original prairie that Europeans saw when they first arrived here was millions of acres. It was most often described by the new coming Europeans as an ocean of grass and wildflowers. That has been pretty much fragmented, chopped up, and reduced, so that whole ecosystem is now agriculture and towns and cities. What we found is, as is so often the case, when you're about to lose something is when you realize how valuable it is, and that's certainly been true of prairie. So this great ecosystem of grasses and other flowering plants, and while it is being restored now before it's gone.